Okay, so I'm opening this for the very first time, and I can tell right off the bat that you're shooting really, really, really blue. So, first thing we need to do is bring your temperature way up, and maybe even a little bit of pink. I'm going to use this color dropper to just see on my white. It looks like if you look at the up here, the RGB, it's because he's in a shadow too, but it still looks like there's a lot of blue, a little bit of green. But he's also in a shadow, so it's kind of expected. I'm just playing with these until his face looks a little bit more consistent. Okay, bring my brightness up, contrast, clarity a touch, sharpness a bit. I'm going to go back over and tell you all my settings when I'm done here so you can do it on your end and see side by side how it looks. Now, I still feel like the grass is really green, so I was showing you this the other day. I'm going to go in here to the saturation, and on my greens, see, I can bring it like really high up, or I can bring them really down so that they're just not as green. I'm just going to bring them down. Honestly, I'd probably bring them down way down here. I'm going to say -45. That way it's just not overpowering. And up here there's still some yellow. I might even bring my yellows down a little bit too. Okay. And if it was me, this is probably what I would do to this picture. So to go over really quick, in camera raw, my temperature is 8500, tint is +29, exposure is +0.7, contrast is +31, clarity I bump up to +3. Came over here, the only thing I changed here is my noise reduction, the luminance, I can't say that word, and I moved it to 16. And then over here, the hue, saturation, and luminance, I changed the saturation on the greens to -46 and the yellows to -8, and that's all I'm doing. So I'm going to go ahead and open it. And, okay, oh, sorry, I froze here. Right off the bat, he's blurry too. So I mean, this, hate to break it to you, but it's not the best image anyway because he is blurry. But we'll see what we can work with. I'm going to duplicate my layer. Let's clean up his face just a tad. I don't like that. I took some blue from his shirt. Okay, let's do, oh, you don't have the portraiture anymore, I forgot. So let's run, I know you have these. So in the newborn essentials, let's run the natural baby skin smoother, because I know you have that one. And of course this is the one that takes forever to run, sometimes. Like this time. I really wish I could find a skin smoother that I loved as much as I really do actually like how the natural baby skin smoother and the creamy baby skin smoother, I love how those look. But I hate using them because they take forever and it feels like I'm slowing my entire process down, so I don't use them. I wish I could pause this video so you didn't have to sit here and wait for all this, because this is going to make the video super long, just waiting on this. But I can tell you already just by looking at this. Here, let me pull up. This is the one you sent. I'm just not going to pull up. Well, never mind. I can't pull it up because this has frozen my screen. Okay, let me see if I can. Oh, wait. There we go. Okay, so that's the one you sent. So it looks like you brightened it up, but you didn't bring the, it was just too blue. You didn't turn your blues up. So everything in here just looked blue. But we'll see if you copy these settings, if they change anything on your end or if they still look funky. Almost done, almost done. Okay. Okay, my mask is black, so it's concealed, can't see anything. Every single time I do this, I say to myself, black to conceal, white to reveal. So my brush is on white, and my opacity is at 75%. I'm actually going to turn it all the way up. And I'm going to soften my brush a little bit. And run that over him. Just his skin. Oh, I missed a bug bait on his leg there. Let me go click on the background. Spot removal. Get rid of that bug bite. Okay, back to my skin smoother, back to my brush. And let's... Ah, I don't like that you can't see his foot. You can't control everything. It looks like his foot's just missing. That's okay. Okay, so we did that, and I actually, because it's already a little bit blurry, I don't feel like you can even really... it did actually take a lot of color out of his face, so I'll turn it down. Let's turn it down to 50. Just because we can, let's just put it at 50%. I kind of like the baby dollish look a little bit anyway, even though some people think it looks terrible and they look fake, but I tend to over-edit their skin and stuff. And people know I do it that way, so... What am I looking for? Oh, I was looking in the Innocence Retouch. I'm going to go down to my favorite tool ever, which is the Iris Soft Sharpen. And let's run that at 100%. And it is blurry, but this should still define a little bit. So you can, it just makes it a little bit darker. So zoomed out, you can see, oh, I brightened his lips up really good too. Put that in his hair a little bit up here. And I'll kind of put it on his finger. If I could see his fingers, I'd put it on his fingers a lot too. I don't like that duck either. I think it draws the attention away a little bit from his face, but that's okay. Alright, so we'll do that. Let's flatten. Let's see if I would crop anything here. I like to crop in thirds. Like, I would usually not put him in the center of the picture, but for this particular image I will. I think I like him right about there. I'm going to brighten him up just a little bit more. Not a whole lot. I don't know if you need to even use that action because he's already pretty bright already, and you said, I think that that was what you think messed it up. What is that action under? It's under the Innocence collection. Yeah, the Imagination color base. Let's run it and see what happens. Not terrible. That actually popped the colors pretty well. I'm going to turn it down though. Maybe 40%. I like how it brings that wood out in the background. And I like to use, it's actually down in the, where is it? Is it the Velvet Matte collection? No, which collection is it? Oh, now I can't remember. I know I have it up here in my favorites, but I wanted to tell you which collection it was in. It's the Matte Soft Pearl. Oh gosh, I don't remember which collection that's in. I'll have to come back and tell you. But I moved it up to my favorites because I use it a lot. I like it a lot. This gives a little bit more of a dreamy-ish look to it. And so there's that compared to the one that you had right there. You can see the difference. Blue to giving it more of his tan color. I just feel like he had the blues too high, that's all. So I'll save this, I'll send it back to you, and we'll see if you can copy it. There you go.